Hi, welcome back to Sci-Fi Fans, and if you haven't guessed already, we're talking movies. So yeah, this is the fifth instalment of the Middle Earth series of videos that I've been doing recently. The previous episodes are available for you to go and watch if you haven't watched them already. So as this is the fifth series, or the fifth video in the series, then we must be talking The Two Towers. So I'm going to be talking about The Two Towers, raising a few points that you might not know about this movie. It's certainly one of the best sequels, given the fact that it was meant to be a sequel when it was released, and now it's a prequel. Oh, it just gets complicated. At least there hasn't been any rubbish TV Lord of the Rings shows to go like there has been on Disney Plus, or has there? I'm not going to go there. Anyway, these are some trivia points from the second or the fifth Middle Earth saga film that you didn't know about. So on with the show. One of the most iconic scenes in The Two Towers is the battle scene at Helm's Deep. Now, I know in the book it's actually set during the day, and I'm going to give you a bonus trivia in a second about this particular scene. The scene at Helm's Deep took 4 months to film, and 3 of those months were at night, and 1 of those months was during the day. And here is the bonus trivia that you might not know. The reason why they deviated from the book and had the scene set at night was for continuity. Another reason why they made it as dark, miserable, raining night again was continuity, because I believe the weather at the time was a little bit unpredictable. So had they have started to film on a dry evening and then the following evening they had rain, they would have had to have scrapped that footage. So that was why the reason behind that particular scene being filmed at night and for it to be raining as opposed to what it says in the book is purely down for continuity reasons. Up until The Lord of the Rings, probably like many people, I hadn't actually heard of the actor Andy Serkis. However, after watching The Lord of the Rings, I'm really pleased to see that his career has just skyrocketed. I mean, he's been in Marvel, Star Wars, he's doing really well, and quite rightly so, because his depiction of Gollum is phenomenal. I can't see any other actor taking on that role and giving us the expression, the faces, the voice. Absolutely faultless. When he was asked about his performance as Gollum and what gave him the inspiration, Andy Serkis has said that he actually based the fixation on the ring and the obsession around having it and using it on a drug addict coming off of the addiction of cocaine. And when you look at it in that context, you can really see how that has inspired him, because cocaine, any drug addiction is horrendous, and I really do feel sorry for people that are trying to get themselves clean, and particularly when you look at the effects through Gollum's eyes. At least it does certainly give you a different perspective on what that must be like. Another scene that demonstrates Andy Serkis's phenomenal talent as an actor is the Fangorn camp scene, in which 3 orcs argue over each other, and I believe one of them gets sliced and diced and then eaten. That's the life and times of being an orc. So yeah, Andy Serkis actually voiced the 3 orcs that end up fighting at Fangorn camp. Fresh out of drama school and landing a role in Lord of the Rings, as I mentioned previously, Orlando Bloom actually auditioned for the role of Faramir. Now, how the film could have been different with him as Faramir and another actor, I don't know, you name one, that could take up the role of Legolas. I don't know, I don't think that there is. I think his portrayal of Legolas is, again, really good and perhaps potentially flawless. So I'm really pleased that he did end up with the role of Legolas. But then, having said that, I think he would have done just as an amazing job as Faramir as well. As I mentioned in the previous video, John Rhys-Davies stands at over 6 foot tall. I think 6 foot 1 inch. So it's no surprise to me that his armour to portray Gimli weighed a staggering 66 pounds. The next point of trivia that I'd like to raise, I hadn't actually realised until I started to research for this episode of Sci-Fi Fans. And that is, did you realise, because I certainly didn't, that The Two Towers is the only instalment out of the original trilogy of films where Frodo Baggins does not actually put on the One Ring? And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me here on Sci-Fi Fans. If you like what I do here, then why not join me on the podcast, Sci-Fi Fans, and why not come and join me on TikTok, Sci-Fi Fans as well. It's all Sci-Fi Fans from here on in. Yeah, if you have got a spare 5 or 10 minutes and you've got Amazon Kindle Unlimited, if you considered downloading one of my books, they're available on there, and if you've got the Kindle Unlimited program, you can download a copy for free. All I ask, if you download a copy for free and you enjoy it, dislike it, hate it, love it, just leave a comment on Amazon for me so that Amazon knows that people are reading my books and that they are enjoying them, hating them, like them, love them. I take it very seriously, you know. Yeah, so thanks again for your continued support, and please do smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.